So today I will explain about the LDS system. LDS, what is called LDS? LDS called Lightning Data Service design. Now, Lightning Data Service design is actually a inbuilt Salesforce LWC design system without any DML operation, which will give you the provisions to edit any particular record or any group of record, or you can view. That means without calling any server side call, means server side API or server side Apex class or anything, you can just fetch any kind of record and automatically you can display that record, or you can just give the provisions to the user to update some of the fields of that record. So those DML operations will be automatically controlled. That means for that you don't have to call, like update or delete or edit something like that. That in the DML, in the Apex class, whatever you are doing. So how actually, yeah, today I will explain about one of the design called Lightning View Form, Lightning Record Form, Lightning Record Edit Form, Lightning Record View Form. Three kind of uh, parameters we have. Let me share my screen. There is some documentations I have, not means in the online documentation. Here, Lightning Data Service, you can get three base Lightning components is actually Lightning Record Form, Lightning Record Edit Form, and Lightning Record View Form. Now, here, Lightning Record Form is actually nothing but a form with standard Lightning UI to create, view, or edit a record. Lightning Edit Form is actually a form to create a record with a specific fields or updates fields in an existing record. And Lightning Record View Form is actually a form to display specific fields data of a record in read-only mode. So one by one, I am going there. Now, how actually this particular, because if you just mention like Lightning Data Table, if you just mention call Lightning Record Form, you can get a similar kind of a different kind of view. Same for the Lightning Edit Form and Lightning View Form. Now, why it is called the Lightning Data Service? As I mentioned, that Lightning Data Service is nothing but a provisions there by default or inbuilt or out of the box provisions of the LWC component, which is giving Salesforce is giving you, so that without using the DML operations, you can do some update or create actions. Okay, and I'm just sharing this link with all of you so that in future it will be easy for you to learn more. Now let me share my uh, LWC. I have already written one LWC. Now what I have done, I have just created one Lightning record form. This is Lightning edit form and this is Lightning view form. What I have created one by one, I'm coming. Just see, template, under template I have given lightning card. I have used lightning card just to give a different sections and title. Now I use the lightning record form. Now there, what the kind of parameters you have to mention in the lightning record form. First of all, you have to mention in the lightning record form what is the object you want to showcase there or edit there. Now that means the object API name you have to mention. Okay, this is the actually the not syntax, this is the parameters. You can see this is the parameters, object API name, and if there is any single record you want to update, then you can mention the record ID. Now record ID you can dynamically pass or you can static, any record ID you can pass. And fields is actually list of fields you want to display or you want to edit in showcase in the page. Now what in the JS I have done, I have in the JS, what I have done, I just call this lightning element and also I have called the API decorator. Why I have called the API decorator, I will explain. Now I am taken three fields. One is the name, means contact name field. One is the contact email field and contact phone field. So In this particular import part, I have taken only three kind of fields. One is actually contact name, contact email, contact phone. And those three fields here, actually I use two, but I can add here phone also. Those three fields I have used in a different variable. Which variables actually I am using here as a field parameter? Clear this part? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now I have mentioned the record ID in this format called @API record ID. This is very important. What is this @record API is actually containing? That means if I am using this particular kind of form inside a record page, that means if I go to the XML, say you can see it's a record page target also I have included. That means if I am using this kind of record from inside a record page, dynamically I want to pass the record ID of the page of the record in this lightning record form in this LWC screen. So this is the standard format @API record ID. This is the standard format. In this way, system can understand, okay, so this is actually taking the record ID or the means record ID in which the screen has been used. Okay. So don't miss means don't write any kind of other small character or capital character in this particular format. Syntax is very important, I told. So if you want to pass any record ID from a page, then automatically you write @API. Always you write at the API decorator. You not only just pass use the standard record ID. You before that record ID you have to mention the API decorator, and you mention the record ID. R small, I capital. Every character small, only I capital. In this format, if you write, automatically the screen will take the record ID of means the page record ID. Okay. Now, if I just go there, that means in the page, I have added this particular component. See here, the component name is lightning record form demo. Okay. So see, if I just click on this particular one, lightning record form demo, on a contact page, I have added. So I have added this one in a contact page. Okay. And automatically, let me, I have changed something in this particular one. Just I'm deploying. Then automatically, when I just mention @API record ID, automatically it is passing the record ID and fetching the data. That means I have not called any kind of Apex class or SQL query. Automatically it is fetching. So there is no server side call, there is no DML operations. Okay. And what is the object API name? In this format, object API name, please be remember object A capital, N capital, object API name @API object API name. In this format, if you use, automatically the object of this particular record will be passed in this particular variable. Now, in this case, what is that? It's a contact. If it is a custom object, then automatically what will be the API name of the custom object automatically will be passed. So you don't have to write any kind of logic there to passing the variables. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
don't use any kind of decorator. Don't use track. It will not be fetched. Because why? Because this is a external system it is passing, right? Record ID is not the property of this LWC screen. It is a property of the record. Object also is not property of this LWC screen. So you can say that this is a parent component or it is a child component, or you can say it is a parent component. It is fetching some data from child component or outside of the component, you can say. Very simply, the LWC component is fetching some of the parameter data from outside of this component. So that's why we use the API decorator, because this is not the local one, right? Local one is not the record ID or object API name, correct? Because I have not mentioned anything here. Either it's a contact or account. I have not mentioned anything. I just only fetch the fields, whatever it's actually I want to fetch. Okay. Now, whenever I mention @API object API name and @API record ID, and whenever I added this component in a record page, automatically this record ID and record object API name automatically it is fetching from the page. Okay.
Yes.
Now, why I use this one, I will come later. Just focus on this particular one as of now. So, what is called? It's a record form. Now, what is called record form? Record form, as mentioned here, a form with standard Lightning UI to create, view, or edit a record. So, you can see whenever I call the record edit form, record from here, I just pass the object API name, record ID, and list of fields I want to see. Record ID I passed from here, object API name I passed from here, and number of fields I passed from here. Which fields actually I already imported those fields from the schema, Salesforce schema. Okay. Now, whenever actually I am mentioning this particular lightning card or writing this lightning card, then what the lightning card containing? See, automatically it is fetching the data: name, email, business phone. His phone is actually business phone. Okay. Now, if I just click, see here, the pen icon is coming. That means inline editing is automatically enabled. We have not done or written any kind of logic there. Just inline editing automatically is there. You just click on this particular edit button. See, automatically the properties of the name is coming. Name containing salutation, first name, last name automatically is coming. If I just update anything, 2, 3, and also I'm updating email, let's say, automatically one cancel and save button is coming. This is the standard UI, Lightning UI. By default, Lightning component is providing you some parameters. You don't have to write any button or any button logic or something. I have not written any button in the Lightning component. I am clicking on save. Now I'm changing phone number also. I'm clicking on save. Then what will happen? Automatically, see, it is changed. Phone number is not in the page layout. That's why it's not coming. But automatically it will be changed. See, email is changed, name is changed. Clear?
হ্যালো,
Yeah.
Yes.
বলছি যদি কারুর কোনো প্রোফাইলে ধরুন ইমেল এডিট করার রাইটস নেই, কিন্তু এটা করলো, সে কি করতে পারবে?
এখানে একটা পয়েন্ট আছে, ইমেল এডিট করার। আমি কিন্তু এখানে এখন আপাতত যেগুলো দেখাচ্ছি এলডব্লিউসি বলুন বা সবকিছুই বলুন, মানে এগুলো কিন্তু রান হয় হচ্ছে সিস্টেম কনটেক্সটে।
আচ্ছা।
ঠিক আছে। এবার আপনি যদি বলেন যে আমার কাছে ইমেলের এডিট করার পারমিশন নেই, তাহলে আমি কিভাবে করতে পারবো? সেক্ষেত্রে আমাদেরকে একটা কন্ডিশন লাগাতে হয় যে আমি এটা যেন ইউজার কনটেক্সটে এটাকে দেখাই। লাইটনিং কার্ড কিন্তু বা লাইটনিং কম্পোনেন্ট সবসময় যে কোনো কাস্টম লজিক একটু জেনে রাখবেন, অ্যাপেক্স ক্লাস হোক, অ্যাপেক্স ট্রিগার হোক, সমস্ত কিছু কিন্তু সিস্টেম কনটেক্সটে রান করে। আপনি যখন অ্যাপেক্স ক্লাস লেখেন, আপনি যদি ওখানে উইথ শেয়ারিং বা উইদাউট শেয়ারিং মেনশন করেও দেন, ওটা কিন্তু সিস্টেম কনটেক্সটেই রান করে। উইথ শেয়ারিং আর উইদাউট শেয়ারিং এর পার্থক্যটা কোথায়? পার্থক্যটা হচ্ছে আপনি কি দেখতে পাবেন না পাবেন সেই বেসিসে আপনার কোয়েরিটা রিটার্ন করে। বাট আপনার কাছে মনে করুন আপনি একটা রেকর্ড দেখতে পাচ্ছেন কি পাচ্ছেন না, সেই বেসিসে আপনি যে কোয়েরি করছেন তাতে ডেটাটা রিটার্নের লিমিটটা হয়। বাট তার মানে এই নয় যে আপনি যদি আপনার কাছে যদি একটা ফিল্ডের পারমিশনই নেই, আপনি করতে পারবেন না সেই ফিল্ডটা চেঞ্জ। হয়তো রেকর্ডটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন বাট ফিল্ডের পারমিশন নেই, তাও কিন্তু করতে পারবেন ফিল্ডে চেঞ্জ যদি এরকম অপারেশন থাকে। তো যে কোনো কাস্টম লজিক সবসময় সিস্টেম কনটেক্সটে রান হয়, কিন্তু আপনাকে ওখানে এক্সপ্লিসিটলি এখন যেমন সিকিউরিটি এনফোর্স বলে দেখবেন একটা কনসেপ্ট আছে, এসওকিউএল এ এসছে। আপনি যদি
হুম,
এসওকিউএল করেন যে লেখা থাকে যে সিকিউরিটি এনফোর্সড, এটা
হুম,
এইরকম কনটেক্সট গুলো যদি দেন, তাহলে কি হয়, ওর সিকিউরিটি মানে কি, ওর যা পারমিশন সেটা ওটা এনফোর্স হয়, তখন কিন্তু
আচ্ছা,
ওটাতে প্রবলেম দেবে। অথবা আপনার ওর এডিট আছে কিনা সেটা দেখার জন্য আপনাকে এখানে এই জেএস এর মধ্যে একটা কল করতে হবে যে ওর পারমিশন কি আছে, ইজ এডিটেবল কিনা, মানে সেই পারমিশন গুলোকে ফেচ করে করে তো আপনাকে এখানে ভেরিফাই করে তারপরে আপনাকে এই পারমিশন গুলো দিতে হবে, যদি আপনি চান যে ইউজারের পারমিশন ওই রকম ভাবে কন্ট্রোল হোক। ঠিক আছে।
আচ্ছা,
নর্মালি এরকম ভাবে আমরা এলডব্লিউসি ইউজ করি না, মানে এমন ইউজারকে আমি দিয়ে দিলাম যার ক্ষেত্রে মনে করুন একটা এলডব্লিউসি বানালাম, সে
হুম,
মানে রিকোয়ারমেন্টটা এরকম হলো যে আমি 4টে ফিল্ড রেখেছি, এবার একজনের কাছে ওই 4টে ফিল্ডের মধ্যে 2টো ফিল্ডের দেখার পারমিশন আছে, 2টো ফিল্ডের নেই, তাহলে আমরা
হুম,
এলডব্লিউসিটাকে সেভাবেই বানাবো যাতে 2টো ফিল্ড ওকে দেখায় না, ঠিক আছে, না দেখায়। কিন্তু
হুম,
এলডব্লিউসি তে যদি আমি ওই ধরনের কোনো কন্ডিশন না লাগাই, তাহলে ও 4টে ফিল্ডই দেখতে পাবে, যতই ওর কাছে এফএলএস না থাকুক বা কিছু না থাকুক, কারণ এলডব্লিউসি
চারটে ফিল্ড দেখতেও পাবে প্লাস এডিটও করতে পারবে।
যদি এডিট পারমিশন দিয়ে আমি, মানে আমি যদি এলডব্লিউসি তে এরকম ইনলাইন এডিট দিই, তাহলে এডিটও করতে পারবে। কেন?
আচ্ছা,
তার কারণ এটা কিন্তু আপনি ভুল করবেন না, এটা কিন্তু স্ট্যান্ডার্ড সেলসফোর্স এর প্রপার্টি নয়, মানে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড সেলসফোর্স স্ক্রিন নয় কিন্তু এটা, এই জিনিসটা যেটা আপনি দেখছেন এটা কিন্তু
হুম,
স্ট্যান্ডার্ড সেলসফোর্স এর নয় কিছু,
হুম, হুম,
এটা কিন্তু একটা পুরোপুরি কাস্টম স্ক্রিন। কাস্টম স্ক্রিন বলেই কিন্তু আপনি করতে পাচ্ছেন, দেখতে পাচ্ছেন।
আচ্ছা,
আপনি ট্রাই করে দেখতে পারেন, সিস্টেম অ্যাডমিন দিয়ে পারবেন না, এটা আপনি নিজেই ট্রাই করুন না। এরকম এই যে আমি আপনাকে এটা দেখালাম, আপনি
হুম,
একটা ইউজারের মধ্যে আপনি ইমেলের ফাংশনালিটিটাতে ওতে ওর ভিজিবিলিটি অফ করে দিন, দেখুন আপনি
আচ্ছা,
এখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছেন কিনা।
ঠিক আছে, ওটা
হয়তো আমি ঠিক
দেখবো।
বলছি কিনা সেটাও আমার কাছে ভেরিফাই হয়ে যাবে, বুঝতে পারছেন কি বললাম?
ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে,
হ্যাঁ, এবং না এটা করুন, এবং আমি যে ঠিক বলছি কিনা, মানে আমার একটা কনসেপ্ট ছিল সেটাও যে ঠিক কিনা সেটাও তো ভেরিফাই হওয়া দরকার, সেটাও ভেরিফাই হয়ে যাবে।
ঠিক আছে।
সিস্টেম অ্যাডমিনকে করতে পারবেন না কেন? কারণ সিস্টেম অ্যাডমিনের কাছে এফএলএস চেঞ্জ করার কোনো পারমিশনই দেবে না আপনাকে,
হুম,
বাট আপনি অন্য ইউজারের ক্ষেত্রে করতে
অন্য
পারবেন।
ইউজারদের দেখতে হবে।
হুম।
ঠিক
আচ্ছা,
আছে।
এইটুকু পার্ট আপনার কাছে মানে দিস পার্টিকুলার পার্ট ইজ ক্লিয়ার টু ইউ, অল অফ ইউ?
Yes. Sir.
Now, now it's coming to the second part, which is called lightning record edit form. Lightning record edit form, you cannot directly mention as fields. Here you have to mention which of the fields you want to edit, you want to showcase as a edit format. So there is some more parameters you have to mention. So this is the lightning record edit form. Now see here what I have done, lightning record edit form, I have passed the object API name and record ID dynamically. Then I mention the lightning input fields. Lightning input field, in the field name, I mention what are the fields we want to showcase. In the name field, that's why in the JS, whatever the field I am fetching from the schema, I have assigned in a local variable. Email name field, email field, phone field. And that local variable I am mentioning in the lightning input field. Name field, email field, phone field. Okay. And also I have written one button. Okay. Save button. Type is save, type is submit, and label is save. See here I have mentioned that one. So that means whatever the facilities you are automatically getting on the lightning record form, without calling any button, or automatically whenever you are clicking inline or the editing, automatically two buttons is coming, cancel and save. In the lightning record edit form, it will not appear. You have to explicitly mention which is the field you want to edit, and every field you have to mention there. I have here mentioned as a list of fields, but here list of fields is not supported. Here you have to mention every field as a lightning input element. Lightning input field I have to mention one by one. So here you can write 10 fields for 15 fields, just here, just if you mention comma, 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 you can write. But in this format, you have to mention every field as a lightning input field.
হুম,
Clear? What is the difference between lightning record form and lightning record edit form?
হুম,
The functionality is same. See, automatically by default it is coming in a edit format. It's not coming as a like a normal format. And when you click on the inline editing button, that means this pen icon, then it is opening in the edit format, edit mode. But here automatically it is coming in a edit mode. Now you can change anything. The same functionality will be taken care. See, it is automatically updated. Even I am just updating here 1 2 save, automatically here updated. Functionality is same. And also in this particular one, save and type submit, I mentioned I have not called any kind of JS component or the DML operations. Automatically this lightning button is functioning the update operation. As I use this button inside the lightning record edit form, and I mention the type as submit. Type submit means they know that this is a update operation. Okay.
হুম,
Here actually you will get details more. This is the lightning record edit form. Details specifications you will get. Okay. Now lightning record edit form is clear to all of you.
yes,
Now the last part, which is called lightning view form. Lightning view form is actually a read-only form. It will display the field in a view format. Can I mention the fields here? See if I can mention the fields here or not. Let me check. And just I'm taking. Let me check if it is nothing is coming. Though error is not showing, but nothing is appearing here. So that means this fields parameters is not supported in Lightning record view form and also Lightning edit form. Only supported in the Lightning record form. Clear?
yes,
Now in the view form, what in the Lightning in edit form, I have used the Lightning input. Here, instead of input, I am using Lightning output. There is no difference. Only difference is inside I have used Lightning input field and here I am using Lightning output field. The parameters is same. Why I output? Because it's a view, read-only view. That's why I cannot change or I don't want to change, whatever you can say. So that's why it's showing as a only read-only view. That's why output field. And there is no button. There is no meaning of button because it's a read-only view. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is one of the part called lightning design lightning data service. Okay, in this feature you can do more. I will explain in the next class this particular one, how you can create a record or update a record. Here you can just mention the ID, and if you want to update the name and click on the update record, automatically the record will be updated. So that in the next sessions I will explain that one. So I'm going with a small part today. Just I am explaining one part of Lightning data for Lightning data service. So that is three kind of part: Lightning record form, record edit form, and Lightning record view form. So you can, instead of using in the Lightning record page, you can use in the home page also. but there you have to explicitly pass the record ID. Otherwise, which record it will update or show, or means it will be displayed, it you cannot means you cannot recognize. So that's why you have to pass the explicitly the record ID. Even if you want to pass the record ID of account, then you have to mention here that you have to take the account field here, or whatever the field you want, whatever the objects you want. So here you have to explicitly pass not only the record ID. In this format, you cannot do that one. You have to pass record ID and also object API name you have to mention. How you can mention? You can mention like just this way. Means I am assigning a value, a variable, sorry. And at the rate API, I will not use there that time. Clear?
It's
That
only
means,
working particular one this object.
yeah, if I just make it dynamically, and if I use this one in a record page, one record page, here actually when I use this one in a record page, oh, oh my god, this one I have used this one in a record page, right? In this contact record page. So that's why I have not explicitly, I'm not passing or mentioning the record ID or object API name. I have dynamically fetching from the record page. Okay. But if you are using this particular component in a home page, now in home page you don't get the record ID, and also you don't get the object API name, correct? There actually you have to explicitly mention the record ID and object API name. Which object record you want to see, so then record ID, and which object API name you want to see, that API name you have to explicitly mention. Accordingly, you have to change the field as well. Because if you mention the record ID of an account, then these fields will not be fetched, because this is not a field of the account, right? You have to fetch then account fields. They're here. So those changes you have to do. But same kind of things means same kind of means record, it means let's say I have used in the contact. I can use this particular component in inside a inside a account also. And what I will do, I will just change these particular parameters for account, and then dynamically it will be fetched from, then I don't have to mention the record ID or object API name. Any kind of object inside any object record page, if I use, then automatically by default it will be fetched, the record ID object API name in this format. Only I have to change the fields here. Here I am using the contact as I have used this particular component inside a contact page, but in account I have to mention the account field which I want to display.
Okay. So how to working the save button?
Save button.
How to auto save button is working? Like these parts. Yes. When I click the edit form, input anything I
There is
edit. So how
nothing.
to work
You
with the save
just
button?
mention the type, submit. Label,
So
you can mention anything. Anything you can mention. Just mention the type as submit. Automatically the DML operations will be taken care. Whatever the changes you are doing, where is the contact? Yeah, whatever the changes you are doing here, automatically it will be taken care. You don't have to write any logic. That's why I mentioned. See, I have done any kind of action item I mentioned here. Any kind of on-click event I mentioned.
no, sir.
I have mentioned any kind of actions here.
No, sir.
It's dynamically. It's an inbuilt solution. Inbuilt Salesforce out of the box. You can say
Okay,
not
okay.
out of the box, but it's a package inside the package. It's automatically coming in the LWC package.
Okay, sir.
Only type I am mentioning submit. Submit means system can understand, okay, there when it will be clicked, it will update the record automatically. It will be taken care, because this is a record edit form. Edit can only be done after insert. It's not a create form. Okay, it's a record edit form. whenever I mention here, see what parameters I mention. I mention the record ID, right? If
Yes.
it gets the record ID, automatically these submit operations will be operated on this particular record ID. Because I am passing this record ID, correct?
Okay,
Also,
so the record ID through sir, this automatically update the
this
record
automatically update operation is happening.
and save also working.
Yes, they are getting ID, that's why they are updating. Same thing. Here also I am passing record ID, that's why they are displaying. Same. Here also the record ID is passing, I am passing, that's why the list of fields has been displayed. And I am getting the inline edit here in this particular one. And when I'm clicking on inline edit, automatically whatever the button is coming, I am not mentioning the button here for the lightning record form. This button is inbuilt properties of the lightning record form. This cancel and save. In the record edit form, I am explicitly mentioning save button, but here I am not mentioning any kind of, I am not writing any kind of button. Inbuilt solution is actually save these buttons. Whenever I am clicking, I am just changing and clicking on save. On this particular record ID, it is performing the update operations. Clear?
Okay, sir, clear.
So this is Lightning data service. Next day I will explain data service. Yes, next day I will explain about the it's called alert. Oh, okay. So Somnath, the alert is actually written in this way in LWC. Syntax always actually I cannot remember. That's why sometimes it's required to search. In this format, you have to write the alert. It's an asynchronous one, but it's also doing some handle click operation, alert click. So button click, but I don't want the button click. That's why I want a alert message there. I will just mention you what will be the alert message. Automatically there is one alert. I know because we use this particular context. So automatically the alert will be shown as a pop-up because in the Visual Force page we use that one. Okay, so I will just check and then I will let you know, because this alert is required at the time of onload, but the data is coming in the screen, not load on the change. Whenever you are clicking the radio button on the top, automatically some value parameters you are passing from the parent to the child, or from one component to another. That time, what is the parameter, what is the variable value is passing, that we have to check. Okay. Now next day I will explain about this one, Lightning UI record API. Here also you have some create record, delete record, get record. This also is actually a Lightning data service part. Without calling any API, you can dynamically create a record, you can dynamically update a record, and also you can delete a record. Okay. So you don't have to call any kind of DML operations on Apex class or Apex class. I will show you that how you can do that one by one in the next class. So for today, as of now, this is the part. Just I'm stopping the recording.